Hello, how are you guys? I don't know if there's ever anything that's too much for Trump's base, the people that love to follow him, that cheer him on when ICE agents drag somebody to the ground, pick up U.S. citizens, detain them without any constitutional rights. It's all terrible. And I wanted to look at what the MAGA people are seeing. I'm going to get into the energy on the average MAGA person. But first, good news. Texas judge said, nope, you can't use the new redistricting map for the midterms next year. You're going to go back to the one from 2021. And that's it. So, yay, Texas. Hopefully, there won't be any pushback, but that's the end of that. And hopefully, it's very racially discriminating. It's against the Voting Rights Act. Also, Indiana and Utah denied that redistricting as well. Some people are pushing back. It's awesome. The judges, there are good people out there. And I've told you guys this before. There are good people. There's more of us than there are of them. Mr. Orange Knucklehead has been so horrible today. Jamal Khashoggi's widow, I think, asked about getting his body back from the Saudi Arabian Prince Mohammed bin Salman today, who's in the White House in the Oval Office, which is astounding to me because it's been very well known that that man, or maybe not literally, but he definitely had that Turkish journalist, Jamal Khashoggi, killed. Cut up in little pieces. Sorry, guys, that's what's happened. And the widow wants his husband back. And Trump said, well, that was then. This is now. Everything is fine. I don't think you need to. Don't look over here. Trump. And then he calls somebody. Who was it? I wrote her name down. I didn't want it. Catherine Lucy of Bloomberg. She was on Air Force One, and he's answering questions from all the different reporters. And she asked him, I think it was about the Epstein files or something. And he says, "Quiet, piggy." What the hell? Who are we as a country anymore? How horrible is this man who sits in the Oval Office, who's technically the most powerful man in the world? I don't know if it's the free world anymore, but it's the most powerful man in the world because we have him there. He is going down. So I'm going to look at the MAGA. I'm going to see if there's a crack. I know Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is being very ambitious and very targeted with her plans. But now that the Epstein files have gone through the House and actually been passed through the Senate, the release, he's going to sign it supposedly with his Sharpie vertical crazy signature. And then he'll have a Diet Coke and he'll have ketchup and fries or whatever it is he eats. And then, thanks. And then sit on the pot and do whatever he does and goes on Twitter or X or whatever. I'm sorry. It's a lot of gruesome images, graphic images, but I'm going to pull some cards on MAGA. I want to see when this, like I said before the other day, this nightmare is going to end. One of my favorite, I got the grief card on the bottom. One of my favorite musicals of all time is Rent. My girlfriend, who's a singer, Laura, I mentioned to you guys before, she doesn't like it because it was done in 1999, right as the AIDS epidemic was at its peak. And Jonathan, God, I'm going to put his name here, who wrote it, he died the night of the dress rehearsal, I think, or the opening night. He had a stomach aneurysm or something. God, I can't think of his name. But there's a song. There's so many beautiful songs in there. It's like a version of La Boheme, but a more updated, grungier version. And there's one of the lyrics is they're singing about when is this nightmare going to end, about having AIDS and that kind of stuff. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for all my new commenters, my new viewers, my subscribers. You guys are awesome. I'm getting close to getting over a little hump, so hopefully I can keep going. And they have a new thing from Outer Spirit I'm going to share with you, MAGA. But first, let's look at MAGA. They are fighting the Seven of Wands. They're fighting. That's just the middle. That's the name of that's how they feel like they're alive. They have a lot of daddy issues. They want to feel like they have control and they have power. He gives them a voice. He explains about their hate and he makes it real so they don't feel alone and powerless. And so he voices it and he becomes the, what is that called? Proxy. And oh, wow. The energy over them, it's a Five of Wands, more fighting. This is infighting. That is who they are, but this is infighting. This is the challenge of where they are now because they are, who are we? I know the Dems have got their own issues. Hopes and fears is maybe thinking more clearly and being more pointed and decisive in our direction. The real issue is the Two of Pentacles. This is about who we want to be. Dividing, we're divided. MAGA is actually, I'm looking at this as they've got a lot of people who they're uninformed, ignorant, not stupid, ignorant. And there's a lot of people with money that are trying to control them. And some of them are starting to see it. Some of them are starting to see it's not these elite Democrats and these cabals that are pedophiles. It's the orange knucklehead and all his people. How we got here is a lot of pain and agony and frustration and sadness. There was so many people are just sad, but now the economy sucks and he says he's doing something. The stupid thing is he's going to take the tariffs off coffee, bananas, meat or something. Well, you put the tariffs on in the first place. Idiot. Why don't you it's you that put them on in the first place that made them go up. It's like some of those authoritarians. I'm going to make a problem and I'm going to solve it. And you guys love me because I solved the problem. The near future. This is the Queen of Wands, very fiery. So this is also a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It doesn't have to be a woman, but I feel like it's more of an energy of the women in MAGA. And they're tired. The women, what is it? 40% of young women under 45 or something. I guess it used to be like on average 20% wanted to leave the United States. Now it's like 40%. I think the women in this, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't trust her, but people like this, the Republican women are actually having a voice. How other people see us is like we're having in control, we're in power, we got it going on. What you don't know yet is the Seven of Cups, debauchery, illusion. They are getting sucked into the drama. MAGA is, I feel bad because this feels like Christmas time. I feel like Thanksgiving. I feel like the whole end of the year, some really heavy duty sadness and loss happening. I mean, look at that picture. They don't know that yet. They haven't felt it 100% yet. And when all this happened, when he got into office, I knew that I wanted it to go faster because I knew the faster they felt the pain, not that I want them to feel the pain, not that I want any of us to feel the pain and suffer, but I knew the faster that went, more people would become aware. I knew that was the way out. But we can't go through that fire fast enough. Action to avoid or action to take. This is the Hangman, looking at it from a different perspective. You know how I'm perceiving this? This is MAGA. They're trying to twist it up and down or like, well, it's not that bad. It's not this bad. I think it'll be okay. They're like, well, maybe he means this and maybe he means that. The outcome is Three of Wands, probable outcome. They're waiting. They are still waiting. So this tells me that they haven't cracked 100% yet. They are still holding on for their fearless leader, the orange Godhead. The divine blessing in here. The Ten of Cups, which is the height of emotional satisfaction with your family and loved ones. The divine blessing is there is love. Okay. All right. This is the divine blessing. This isn't the MAGA. This is the experience that they are having. This is that we are being, I don't want protected isn't one way, but we are being shown the light. We are being shown the way. And it's painful. They are being shown the way through divine wisdom that sometimes is painful, but their belief is going to override any critical thinking that they might have. Queen of Pentacles. There's another woman. Will they make, oh, this one wanted to come out. The Sun. I think the Sun, this is illumination. I think it's just, this is going to be coming up. The sun is going to be shining on the crazy and the difficult times. I didn't see him leaving this fall as much as next summer when I looked at his chart. I know a lot of you are not happy about that. You would rather him leave like yesterday. But there's, maybe this is also a big shift where he pulls something out of his, you know what, Knight of Pentacles. It moves really slowly. It's something about money. Maybe he is going to give out money. Like he was going to give us a tariff, $2,000 to every person, which you can't do. But there's that too. I feel like there's going to be some, maybe it's taxes, maybe it's a rebate, maybe it's credit. The Dow went down like, was it not 1.5? I guess it was down much farther and then it came back up. Not that that's what the reality of it, but this is the Wheel of Fortune. These all make me feel like ultimately things are going to be okay. Obviously, we're just in a place. I got the Page of Pentacles and the Tower. Things are going to end. Things are going to end. The sun will shine. We are going to get through this. And I think he's going to try and save face doing something after the end of this year, which I think is going to be kind of crappy. I think they're going to, he or the Republican Party is going to try, they see the midterms coming and they're going to throw everything at it. And some of the MAGA are going to fall for it because they are not using their critical thinking. And it's too hard to actually believe what you don't want to believe. You believe so bad that this isn't real, but it is. Anyway, there's that. So I got this new product. You know, I partner with Otter Spirit. You guys know that. I wear their bracelets all the time. And they're having this big Black Friday sale. And it's the description, in my description box, they have some discount codes. But now they have these spheres. They're really cool. This is a aventurine. Can't get it out of and each of you know, or those of you who I've been here before, they come with these little cards that talk about the stone. They're all AAA or AA natural crystals or natural stone. And they're each part of one small part of each sale goes to the Wild Otter Fund in Southern California. Aventurine. This is authentic AA grade. My world is filled with abundance. Now, if you want to connect with something, the bracelets too, a stone that has to do with your zodiac sign or your chakra, you're trying to heal one of the 7 chakras in your body, or you have an intention. Now, this intention is prosperity. Look how pretty it, oh gosh, I just noticed that it goes pretty with my painting over there. Love that color. I don't know if you guys can see. It's just solid. It's huge and it's solid. It's not like pieces put together. My world is filled with abundance. Doesn't have to be all like money, but abundance in love and health and prosperity and peace and family relationships. Prosperity. Zodiac signs: Aries, Leo, Virgo, and Cancer. So it has, and the chakras are the heart chakra, because the heart chakra is green. So that's also about loving yourself and feeling that all is possible. The whole world is full of potential opportunities. So this is cool. I just thought I would share that with you. It's really neat. And these big boxes, I mean, they're wonderful gifts. And like I said, if you guys want to check in the description box to look, but they also have different sets and things. And I wear different bracelets depending on what I'm trying to, my intention for the day. All right, that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. I'm excited about it. I'm gonna look into his health. He's being more and more reactive. I saw Mary Trump on the Daily Beast, and Joanna Coles, I think her name is the host. And she explained how her grandfather had dementia for a really long time, or Alzheimer's. And she explained how she sees that in her uncle, Donald Trump. And it may go slower. She said it was years and years and years that he had it. It wasn't really obvious, like to everyone for sure, till he was 85. But I wanted to look into the orange knucklehead's health, strength. He's trying to hold on. They're actually protecting him too. The energies is 9 of Cups. Okay. I also see this as, see his little bit of, it's a monk kind of guy, but I feel like this is energy, but also this is a wish card. So he's got some sort of magical powers. I'm telling you, he can figure out, he can eat Diet Coke and ketchup covered burgers. This is his hopes and fears. I still am in control. I still am in control. His health. And this is the real issue, is it's coming. It's coming. You can't stop it. And how we got here is, it's funny. I think of this as his family. I know that's not supposed to be this card. This is the 3 of Wands, but I think this is, I already know the doctors are telling me what's going on, and that's how we got here. The near future, the 10 of Cups. We've got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So right now, I don't see his health doing poorly. King of Cups, what we don't know yet. I think this is information. I feel like this is some doctor, this is some medication or blood work or something like that. 7 of Cups. However, the people see you, they see him as delusional and not well. Action to take or avoid. It's him really starting over, but he doesn't want to. And it's also about money and status and gold. Ace of Wands. I don't know. I see lots of ones, and he's going to have a new lease, guys. I don't see anything major like right now that's going to take him down. I feel like he's either on a good regimen, or I know the decline is happening. Don't get me wrong. The dementia's happening, but I think he's on a regimen. And I saw this before with his blood work, his, something in it. He must be on cholesterol medication or something with his blood pressure. And I think they're trying different things and they're working. Success. So sorry, the health thing is not, it's going to be okay for now. A lot of ones. He's starting over. I don't think that's about him kicking the bucket and starting over. It might be starting a new regimen. I feel like the doctors are working hard to keep him good, and somehow it's working. Whatever they're doing, the medication or the people around him, it's working. I know. But his brain, the Justice card, he's going to get his, because the brain is going to stop. Physicalness is the problem. I keep getting that 7 of Cups in this reading for a lot of things. Anyway, so there you go. All right, you guys, please stay well, take care, much peace and serenity sending your way. All right, till next time.